Yes, and let's hope the weather doesn't play a big part in this race, so watch out for that, along with the fastest from race 1. The lap times, that's how they start race 2, led by Fog.
Starting in position 5 is Mark Peterson. Perkins alongside him. Proctor and Booth take out row 4.
Then it's Bezzy, Bernard, Yulden, the two Aussies in 9 and 10, followed by Penny and Anderson and the new Pine Pack Commodore.
Cameron McLean starts out at 13. Timmy Edgell alongside him. Brook and Richards 15 and 16.
Further back down the field, Mackenzie Hardy. Watch out for Porter the truck racer and Dave Stewart.
21 is Inky Tulloch. Williams alongside him. Lambert and Ross 23 and 24.
Then it's Adams, Hussif, Turton and Radicic after a shocking race 1 after that big crash in the first lap.
Rounding at the field was Andrew Fawcett, Michael Wallace, McLaren and Gene Rollinson.
So the field lighting up now for race 2. Plenty of drama in race 1. Remember the first lap, the rat got it wrong. What's going to happen, Drakey?
Well, he'll be a betting man, but this guy in the front of the screen there, Angus Fogg, there we are on board with him. He's got the speed this weekend. And boy, is he committed.
Great looking Haviline Racing Falcon. He set a new lap record in qualifying. Set a new lap record in race 1. Kane Scott, of course, second. Fast in the drive, but struggled in the wet in the Fujitsu Falcon. Cameron McLean, the Aussie, also got tangled up with the rat.
Yeah, shame for Cameron. He qualified well and was looking down the barrel of a good race as we get ready.
The green light. What's going to happen this time in the first lap? Great sound here at Manfeild. Ford, Manuel trying to burst his way as the leading Commodore.
And Manuel really hung on to the back of Fogg, and this is Perkins getting into the back of McIntyre.
Defending champ just making sure he stays out of trouble.
Damage up here with Proctor in the yellow car, a couple of cars ahead, smoke coming off, looked like the left front.
Safely out of the splash, no crash, good start.
What about the man in front of Perkins here, Bernard, as he takes on another one, looked up inside, he did up inside of McIntyre. He is on a charge.
Great side here at Manfeild. The Fujitsu 200 race 2, 18 laps.
No love lost here. Bernard, history with Tracer Motorsport, so is McIntyre. As they head out of Higgins and onto the back straight. Look at Fogg. Already gone.
He's flying, isn't he? He did a 1:12.7, setting a new lap time in qualifying. He broke that with a 1:12.9 in race 1. Look at this, Fogg on the move. Manuel, Pedersen.
McIntyre up the inside of Proctor. Maybe suffering from that left front damage. I see smoke as they went into Dunlop. And Bernard will try and follow through, which he doesn't.
Gee, he's great at taking that inside line going into the sweeper. Smoke coming out of Proctor as you take a look at the BP Ultimate Ford Falcon. That's the view looking back as the Mack Attack takes off.
Oh, that's something I can't quite work out what's going on with that STA Falcon.
He's got drama, Proctor. He's got Bernard all over his bumper.
McIntyre is smoking as well. He's now clawed his way up, but he's got Mark Peterson up ahead. Oh, that's Lambert. Gives one to Andrew Porter.
He's been portified himself.
Wow, is that payback from Taupo? Yeah, the 111 Falcon heads up Danny Holmes straight. Bit worse for wear.
Got the big inside nudge as we go on board. The Fujitsu Falcon has got side by side with Mark Peterson.
McIntyre's not going to be too far out of this hole. Look at that, there he is. Peterson got hung out to dry, but he's going to go up the inside of Kane Scott. It's McIntyre, this BP Ultimate car is on fire.
The defending champ, he wants to win the title again. He's got that lead. Fogg took the first race. Will Johnny Mack come back and take the second? Oh, look at that. Pedersen's just taken straight into the side of
Kane Scott. I was about to say, Pedersen's going to do the same thing that happened to him.
He's just taken himself out.
Wow, terrible luck for the United Video driver.
Right, let's take a look at the replay of the start. Manuel smoking it right under brakes. Fogg got away cleanly. On board the replay with Pedersen, Manuel and Scott bustling each other. Fogg up front.
This is on board Proctor. Can't see a hell of a lot up front. So he pulls up alongside Perkins. Whoa, takes a hit. And Perkins' right front door. Maybe that was the damage that occurred, what the smoke's coming from.
Trying to find racing room. That's the story of getting through the first quarter on the New Zealand V8s.
And that's Perkins getting into the back of McIntyre. Bang, bang, bang. That's a Mac attack.
Mac a tap. McIntyre survives that, but Andrew Porter didn't survive this. Dale Lambert just overcooking it, coming into the hairpin. Probably got so excited about the passing move, but couldn't make it stick and hold up in time.
So on board, Porter, is you don't see a heck of a lot. It wasn't the car behind him that got him. Lambert come from a fair way back, maybe miscalculated the speed of the other cars.
Pedersen ramming into the side of Kane Scott and ends up on the grass, taking himself out.
I think their wheels come together and we go back live to the race a little bit further down the pack with Proctor, Perkins and Booth.
Great scrap here, 3 cars. Look at that, Booth settling in behind this duel between the GT man and the Star man.
Side by side, but looks like Perkins gets the spot. Now Booth starts to monster the 57 STA Falcon, and Andrew Anderson there in the background in that brand new Holden Commodore.
AV8 Motorsport team out of Cumu, great to have them in the brand new ITM Pine Pack Commodore.
Pretty happy about it too, Clint. Spoke to him the weekend and the guys love the car. It's doing things that the old car never did, which is real positive as he has a bit of a look on the inside of Booth. Ooh, whoa, someone's got into someone more than once.
Let's see what happens there with Cameron McLean's text on site, Ford Falcon.
Boys, the boys start a bit of knocking and the guys behind have to run. Unfortunately, this is what happens in this type of racing. They get a great run and get past them as McIntyre starts on the back of the Oryx car.
Kane Scott just in that top 4 battle. That's McIntyre having a go at Manuel. Inside, outside, he's on the move. Scotty just trying to keep up with the pace here as they go through the splash. McIntyre takes Manuel. Can he hold it though? Can he make it stick?
Well, that's side by side.
Great racing here.
McIntyre, talk about jump over the pole line.
So he moves up into second place. That's Fogg in the distance. And he set a new lap record in this race, a 1:12.8. We'll be back with the big chase. Stay with us on the Fujitsu 200 from Manfeild. Welcome back to Fujitsu 200 at Manfeild, race 2 halfway through. That's John Penny. Wonder where his mate is, David Bernard.
Well, we've been a bit puzzled over the last couple of laps, Brownie, but he's stranded somewhere on the track. We can't actually see where, but he hasn't disappeared, but he's just in a position that we can't see. But that happened a long time ago. Bit of a shame. Another bad day for the SCG team. But not so much for the man here on the left of our picture. He's actually having a good run to be around about this top 10 position.
Yeah, flying the flag, although he's going to be taken here. Looks like Cameron McLean is going to be able to slip up the inside coming out of Dunlop. There's the Aussie in the Texon side, Ford Falcon. Booth on the move down the outside of Penny as well. Edgell having a look down the inside as they charge in towards the first corner.
Oh, and Booth goes straight up the inside of McLean, so he gets 2 spots.
McLean coming back. Oh, Penny gets it sideways. Hold on. Timmy taking the Edgell route.
Hang on, these 2 side by side. Who's going to give here?
Edgell's got through there.
And Boothie's, oh, still side by side. Good scrap.
Great racing, great track here at Manfeild. Fantastic flowing cambered corners, giving the drivers a chance to try and out-muscle each other with these sensational V8s.
Well, wasn't Penny the loser then? 4 positions.
Here's Paul Radisich nursing the HPM Ford Falcon after his dramas in race 1. After his dramas in race 3 at Taupo. Oh, no!
He's got dramas again. Smoke coming out from under that car.
Well, ever since Ruapuna, it's just sort of gone wrong for Paul Radisich.
Trying to work out where that's coming from. Safety car.
We have the yellow. That's the reason why. It's Dave Stewart in the Alftherm car. He's stuck in the sand trap. Fogg, look at this. Fantastic drive so far. He's set the new lap record as he pulls up behind the Porsche GE Money safety car. On board with the rat, Paul Radisich.
Oh!
And that's what happened to Stewart.
He just locked the rears up, heading into Higgins. Radisich almost went off the top of the corner there as well. Still trying to figure out this is Kane, having a bit of a wipe of some sweat out of his eyes.
Geez, working hard this year. Truck racing, V8 supercars, New Zealand V8s with the Fujitsu Falcon.
Smoking the car, Radisich.
He's in the smoky Ford today. Let's see what they do from the restart out front. Angus Fogg, he's lost his advantage. McIntyre's all over his bumper. Manuel, look at GT man. Perkins making a good move.
Down the outside, trying to have a go at Kane Scott as they head into turn one, Toyota.
Andrew Fawcett there with some damage to the front of the Strawberry Homes Falcon. Tulloch just stays on the track as Porter muscles his way through.
Sure, it sounds like a truck inside that Hyundai 111 Ford, doesn't it? Doesn't sound right as Mark Peterson starts his battle back up the field. And that off with Kane Scott.
Looking back from Peterson's United Video Ford Falcon. The Falcon of the Hamilton truckie. Andrew Porter racing out of Higgins. Look at the speed that Fogg's got. McIntyre. Beautiful sound out of a fantastic, famous corner in New Zealand motorsport.
This is Fawcett up the inside of Cam Hardy. Whoa, look at that bonnet. It took me too busy looking at the car in front, but let's get a bit of air through that engine bay.
He's still in damage control.
Boy, he's having some bad luck, isn't he? Caught up in race one, the last race at Taupo. He
hit the door.
Free air conditioning in that Strawberry Homes car.
And here's more drama for Paul Radisich coming into pits.
Well, I'm not sure whether he's been called in by the officials or actually come in under his own steam.
It's the smoky Ford. Let's find out with Roger Davis.
Hey. Well, more problems here for Paul Radisich. They're looking at the rear of the car, but they've got the bonnet up. I've just spoken to Greg Bellingham. He said a rear seal was a problem, but now they think it's more in the motor. So they're going to have a look around the engine. But all appears to be okay, and looks like they're going to send him back out on the racetrack.
Well, that won't be an engine if they're going to send him back out. A rear seal is a reasonable sort of common occurrence, but that's toward the back of the engine. And obviously that oil is just flowing onto some hot components or an exhaust.
An exhausting day at the track for Paul Radisich on board with Adam Brook of the Versatile Buildings BA. Down the main straight at Manfeild.
He'll slip down the outside here of Anderson, and then Timmy Edgell try and get the long way around. There's no way up the inside, so you might as well give it a go. And he's going to struggle to get around the outside of Anderson here. Oh, and that's Porter off.
Well, the truck racer's had his own Hydrolink best moment under pressure. Well, perhaps his worst for this race. Let's see what happens. That's the Strawberry Homes car of Fawcett struggling to stay on the track as they come down to the main straight.
Three cars up in front as it starts heading down the outside. Oh, he locks the rear wheels up, grabs the gear too quickly. You heard the chattering of the rear wheels.
Here's Fawcett going wide coming out of Dunlop. Under the ripples.
He's either been fed or got in the dirty stuff. Had nowhere to go. Lucky
Last
man.
lap, look at this. Fogg McIntyre. Fogg had that big lead.
Yellows here at turn one, no passing as Porter remains in the sand.
Great battle developing here for the lead in the championship too, not just the lead in this race. They're first and second in the championship at the moment, and in this race, it's McIntyre, the leader. He's just trying to close the gap on Angus Fogg, going for his second win of the weekend.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it. That Aveline car is seriously hooked up. Good power, good grip.
Manuel going for his second podium finish of the weekend too. The best of the Commodores of the Oryx number 15 car.
Couldn't offer much of... oh, Scott goes in up the inside, locks the wheel. Well, that could have ended in tears.
Don't tell that to Kane Scott. Scooter trying to whip down the inside of Higgins.
Well, he come from a long way back.
Perkins up into the top 5. He's going well this weekend. Got that car dialed up. The battle out in front. McIntyre, one last look down and Dunlop.
No, he's too far back.
So it's Angus Fogg coming down to the line. And he'll take win number 2 for the weekend in the Fujitsu 200. McIntyre second, Manuel third, then Scott, Perkins. And the victory salute from Angus. 2 from 2 so far this weekend. Great driving in the Haviland Racing Falcon, the V8s.
Race 2 scoreboard, and it's Fogg convincingly. Really, he just no one had any answer for him. Scott, 4th, Perkins 5th, Booth 6th, Jordan, a good drive from the Powerbolt van in 7th.
Edgell and Anderson round out the top 10, so that's a good start for Andrew Anderson. The top 10 finish in the new car, followed by Penny Richards, Proctor Hardy and Mark Pedersen with his drums back in 16.